Hi, my name is George and this is my E55 Charger. Now, this vehicle, got it off my father about, say, 7 years ago. He actually purchased the vehicle as a family car 2 weeks before I was born. I was the first child, so they needed to upgrade a vehicle, and so this is what they got. So yes, 7 years ago, I was selling the car I had at the time, and my dad had this vehicle unregistered, and he just asked me if I wanted to buy it, and I was quite interested, so I did that. And yeah, so basically I then made some modifications to the vehicle, as you can see in there. You've got the Kenwood player, got the B&M shifter, so you can actually drive it. It's a automatic gearbox 727 torque flight, but I can actually use it as a manual if I wish to, driving a manual without a clutch, I guess, which actually works quite well. So when I'm giving it a good thrashing, I can rev it out in each gear to its maximum. As you can see, also the seats have been reupholstered, the doors into velour. Got Chrysler velour on the doors and on the roof lining. And within the console there's the 6 CD stacker. The Simmons, the Simmons were actually the first modification I did to this vehicle. Always liked Simmons. Prior to that, my father had 12 slotters. Didn't like them very much because I related the 12 slotters to Fords, so I swapped them for much better room. Yeah, with the tyres, decided to put street slicks. For the street, that was the best sort of tyre I could use. They give me maximum grip, and with being legal at the same time. The actual colour of the vehicle is a cherry red. The reason why we chose this colour was because it's, I guess like the white, it's very easy to touch up and to blend in. So should anything unfortunate happen to the vehicle, if you had to do any repair work, the cherry red was a colour that would blend in well. Now underneath the bonnet here we have 340 4-barrel motor. It's got quite a bit of modification to it. So it's got a 30th overbore, 850 double pumper, Edelbrock Talker 2 manifold, intake manifold. The actual cam is a stage 5 crawler, solid cam. We've got forged Speed Pro pistons with 11:1 compression. The crank is forged steel, and we've got a high energy Bosch ignition. We actually took before we dropped the motor in, before I modified the motor, I took the vehicle the engine to Mansueto's, put on the engine dyno, and they'd done the fine tuning for me, and got an output of 450 horsepower. Transmission is like I said before, 727 Transco stage 2, 4,500 stall converter. I'll actually start up the car so you can have a bit of a listen to it. Yeah, she's a bit cold, so it takes a while to warm up, these old cars, not like the new ones. So, yeah, that's how she sounds like. I prefer the purr of these old motors compared to the newer vehicles. Yeah, so this is my toy, my weekend baby, and She's a joy.